time we come into the garden, this is...
I advise you to stand there.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. So what do I have to cover it?
No, it's covered already. But what I'm saying is that because it's in the sun, the rain, sometimes these things deteriorate.
Okay.
So if you stand on it, the weight might cause it to.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Thank you. Okay.
So just monitor it. If you see it's getting any cracks and so you can get someone to take a look at it and probably replace it.
All right. Okay.
I mean, is this even acceptable that when you come into the garden,
Wait, don't do what?
come into our... My mum comes into her garden, this is what we have to face.
Miss King, one of the things that I can't remember if I put in the correspondence.
Can we move away from... Yeah, we can't even have a... This is... having a conversation in the garden is impossible now. Even being in the garden.
Sometimes the stench comes down here, but like times like this you get a little reprieve, so we kind of come here. But I'm not sure if I would have in the correspondence mentioned, but I would have mentioned to Mr. Reefer that when we spoke to them initially and said that it's causing not only an offence when we can't like the smell, and my sister was.
So can I just let her know that someone is there?
He said, well, it doesn't smell. They don't smell it. And then I said, and then he said, well, we're just trying to earn some money, and you're trying to stop us from doing that, and I said, well, if you want to do that, why would you build it right up against the fence? Mm-hmm. And he said, well, he hadn't seen Mummy. He didn't think anybody was here, so he didn't know there's an empty lot on the other side. So, being quite reasonable, I said, well, if you were going to build it, why didn't you build it on the other side where there's an empty lot? And his response pretty much was, he didn't think anybody would mind because he hasn't seen anyone here for a while. And then the thing that he did, the action that he took, was to put that green thing because before he put that green tarpaulin thing that's there, which looks
hideous,
awful, there was nothing. There was no barrier, so we could see every chicken. The feed and the feathers and everything were actually, they still come over, but it was worse than it is. So his attempt to respond was to put this green thing there, which I don't know if you can see, it actually doesn't.
It's an eyesore.
I see that. Right, well, what we will do, we will talk to him, we will talk to Mr. Reefer, right? And we will take it from here, all right?
Sorry, can I say,
we have
no, right, I'm not
a few
saying,
times.
right, I'm not saying the situation, right?
You have spoken to him a few times.
Yes.
Right, but
And he's not trying to work with you, because you told him that he could have moved it. You did not.
I spoke to him, but I spoke to Mr. Reefer. I'm saying...
Oh, you mean Mr. Reefer?
Yes.
Well, I know. Okay,
yes.
Give me a chance.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
but the thing is,
work on it for you.
what I'm saying is, we don't have...
I want to come when he's home.
But this is what Mr. Reefer says. So if he's not there...
Can I say something? Mum is 92 and she's not very well. The time that it's taken, 6 and 7 months, is more than enough time.
You're not going to try and make this
yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, we don't have any more time. I personally am not prepared to wait. I'm not prepared to wait any longer. If it's not sorted out immediately, I am going to take this out. I'm going to make sure it is out there. My mother raised 7 of us. She loved this land. We've all become citizens of this land. We've given to this land for so many. This is our home. We have a right to be here. Mummy has a right to enjoy her days here, and she can't. She's in the cold. She's not even here now. I have to pay for a hotel because I can't stay here because my skin turns into something else. It's not on. So I'm no longer prepared to just wait. I'm not prepared to do it. So I don't know what's going to happen.
It's your right.
Yeah,
to do
it is.
What you think is necessary.
Yes, I know this.
So we're not going to try to prevent you from doing that. Whatever you think you need to do, Mav, you do.
Yes, I know. I shall
Mrs.
indeed.
King has said that she's new to the area, she's going to work it.
I
Yeah,
understand.
and let me say,
Okay.
I recognize as somebody who's come new into post, you will have to review and so on and so forth. I guess what is happening, what you're experiencing is a level of frustration that we would not have expressed initially. We did not
No, I
express
don't
this
have
initially.
any problem with your frustration. I can see what the problem is. I can see what the issue
And the
is.
length of time, yes,
Right.
we can understand that.
So I understand perfectly well. I probably will feel the same way. Okay? I think you're very calm, actually.
Well, actually, I've asked my sister to
No,
become.
but she's calm. But we
Because
have what she said and how she said
really,
it, right? But
it's so
we-
unfair.
we-
So
But
just
why does it
give
take so
me
long? And why?
the
I've-
opportunity. Okay.
We know due
here
process.
before. But what I'm saying is what some persons do not understand is like you normally give a person a chance and an opportunity to do what they have to do. You don't say, okay, I want you to do this
Yes.
like right this
Right,
moment.
right.
Right? You have to give the person a chance.
He had 7 months.
Well,
So there is,
just,
you know,
just give me a little opportunity. If you're not satisfied, just you can go ahead and do what you have to do, right?
Okay.
But just give me a chance because to tell you the truth, I'm now new to the area. This is the first time I encountering this situation. I've heard about it. That's what I told them. I would like to see what is happening. I have not spoken to the landowner or the occupant of the houses yet. I will try to get that opportunity to speak to him because he has to do something.
can I ask a question? As senior members of staff, you have a member of staff who was aware of this 7 months ago.
The
Yes,
briefer would have put it to his
7
previous
months ago.
senior,
Okay.
as well as the principal,
There has been-
as an officer in the field. I believe that he would have done his part. So his
Sorry,
next
sir.
part is to hand it over to the seniors if he's not. Because sometimes they're out in the field and might not get something resolved, and that's why you have a senior.
This is a
principal.
concern for me because
Miss King, I have to tell you,
Ah.
there are two things going on here. One is what is happening with that, right? Which is causing us great concern and upset, and it's stopping money from coming home. There is another issue, which I wasn't necessarily going to raise, but I'm going to pick it up because it's important. When we first communicated with the ministry, and we had Mr. Reefer come here, and we were satisfied that Mr. Reefer was going to take it forward, we learned in October that nothing had happened. Nothing.
That's right.
Okay? Mr. Reefer is standing here. I'm not speaking behind his back. Nothing had happened, which for me is outrageous and very upsetting and disappointing. Right? I have communicated with the office, these two officers. And Mr. Bushell is not the officer for here, but I have felt more confidence in Mr. Bushell than I have felt in Mr. Reefer, and I have expressed this to you, right, Mr. Reefer? Is this the first time you're hearing this? It's not the first time you're hearing this, is it? I'm not speaking out of turn. I have said what else needs to be done, what more can be done, right? So I'm not sure if it's not being given the level of attention. I mean, I asked what are the mechanisms of if you write and they don't respond, what's the normal follow-up? And I have heard all manner of things. I have heard, well, the next thing would be, I want to see them, I want to talk to them first, but they're not there. I said, well, if they're not there when you come, they come after 5:30 or so. So one evening, he came about 6 o'clock. They hadn't got here at that time. So I have been trying to act almost as if I work for the ministry.
That's
and
right.
say, Mr. Reefer, can you come? Because I see them every day, and nothing seems to be happening because, as he explains, he would like to speak to them. My thing is, if you don't speak to them, does this just go on indefinitely? And if we have no confidence in the officer that is
No, the
responsible,
normal
what
thing
happens?
is will be, as long as Mr. Roofer comes here and he identifies a public health nuisance. As long as you made a complaint, if in his opinion it is justified. Even if he do not get the landowner at the point of time, he obtain the name, he can serve what we call an abatement notice.
and has that been done?
Clearly, an abatement notice.
She's asking, has
Has it been done?
Yeah, that has
Yes,
been done.
which would have given the person the opportunity to correct. There's obviously an issue right here.
So-
And they asked that. Okay, I don't know. I think the last time
Yeah.
he served another one.
Yeah.
But when
he's
did you?
working-
Sorry, when
he's
did you serve the
working
other
on
one? I just need to know the process because I'm going further with this. I need to know as much as possible. So you served the second one, and nothing happened. What was the next process? Was there a next process, or do we have to keep running after you?
As
Because
I asked
No.
you, so please forgive me something.
yes, but what I'm saying, Mummy doesn't have. Okay, please
I
understand.
understand
Mummy
your
doesn't have the time.
situation, and trust me, I understand. I would not want to live with it, so I'm not taking it very lightly, okay? But as I told you, this is the first time I'm here, so just give me some time.
What is
Can you
sometime?
give
I'm here for a
Indication of
week.
the time frame?
Yeah, I've come in for this. I'm only here for a week,
Today is
so Thursday.
Thursday. You can give me a call or leave my office number next week Thursday. I will give
I'm
you.
out. I need to. I need this. That's too far ahead. And something needs. I need to be calling you tomorrow, Monday at the latest.
Okay, well, you
you
can
know.
call me tomorrow.
Well, you.
I can or I can't.
You can
But
feel.
you can probably call on Monday if you so
You feel
desire.
free to call on Monday if you want to
But
call on
I
Monday. Call
will-
on Monday.
Well, I'd like to call on Monday, knowing that there's an answer.
Ma'am,
Yes.
right now, Mrs. King cannot tell you for sure what will happen
She's just
by
come
Monday.
into post as a senior officer.
All right. So if
Our
you want to call on
concern is
Monday,
that we don't
you
get
can
what
call
happened
on
before.
Monday.
That
Okay,
is
well,
kind of what
to
we-
tell the truth, as I said,
Yeah.
I understand your frustration, right? But you put me, I do not know the situation.
She has
I
to.
came so that I can say it for myself.
Okay.
And I saw the situation and I understand perfectly well your concern. Okay? And I will speak to the gentleman. You say he's not normally here during course of the day?
It's evenings and
Sometimes there's meetings, but they don't. They come in.
the woman might be there. She's worth
When
knocking on the
car-
door.
When the white car is there, there's
Someone
usually
is there?
usually there's somebody
I'll
when the
be able
white
to try
car
to
is
see
there.
if
Right?
there's someone
We'll
there.
check that.
Because that would, that's.
Yeah.
Right.
I would. I know, and I know you have to do your due process, and so our frustration is born of a fact.
No,
The
I
fact,
understand. No
not
problem.
just that it's there.
Mhm.
The fact that although an officer came in July, in October we learnt that nothing was done. That's two different issues here. So not only are we being abused,
Okay.
and that
the
we
other
are, we have.
process I can tell you to take because you're not okay.
Because if I keep
This
being
is
referred
the
to him and he's not
normal
doing anything,
Process. If you are not satisfied with something in office, if it's taking too long, you
or doing nothing,
call the point clinic. You speak to the senior. We have a principal. His name is John Watts. You speak to that person because
John
if you
no, we
process,
called and
You never got it because I gave you the number. to
yes,
call.
and we were told, well, the officers are not here in the morning. Okay, fine. Could you tell us when we could call back? Well, no, I can't tell you because they're not here. And I have two people in front of me, and I can't talk to you. Okay, fine. We called back. So you're dealing with this level of, and it's not their fault, but you can imagine every day we're dealing with this, and when we try to interface, and we get that, it's like, so what do you do?
well, I apologize for that. All right, Mr. Watts is normally during. It's difficult because it's a field job.
Yes.
And we
So,
have the South Coast Road
and you
project,
find
and
that,
we had a lot of meetings and so on.
The problem
Yes.
is that during the morning period time is the most active period for us.
Right.
But as you can see, I'm here and not inside.
Right.
So we tend to be more outside.
And I did speak. We have spoken about that. That you need
But
to
if
be
you
visiting.
call,
yeah.
I don't know if the person, if you call like after 3 o'clock,
Right.
around that time you should get someone. Or
Can
you
I,
should get the
can I just
officer.
ask a final question? You say, if we are not satisfied, this is the process, or this is the route we can take. What happens if you're not satisfied? I mean, are you satisfied with the level of work that your member of
cannot
staff?
speak to
You're
that
not going
because
to.
I don't learn in
yeah,
situations.
but it's just a question for you to think about because. It shouldn't have to wait for the customer to say that there's a problem. I would imagine that would be picked up along the line. I myself, both of us are line managers, and we know that, okay, this work hasn't been completed. We don't really expect to wait until it gets to a level where other people are pulling it up. We line manage the situation. So I'm wondering how this has been able to get to, we're talking about 7 months here, and this is unheard of. I want to go back and tell my mother, while she still understands something, right? I want to tell my mother, Mum, we're coming home. And I need to do that soon.
Mommy's going to come home, and she's going to come home to better conditions.
Thank you
I
very
can assure
much.
you that.
That,
Alright.
yes.
Alright.
Thank you very
But
much.
we'll check to see
If
there's
someone
a
is
key
next
out
door,
there,
plus I
so-
want to show Mrs. King from the other side what the premises is like.
Thank you
So
very
we'll
much.
check, okay?
Alright, thank you so
Right,
very much.
apologize for the situation.
Thank you.
I will work on it first. Alright?
Okay.
Alright then.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Rita. That means a lot. That means a lot. That's the first time you apologise. Mr. Rita. You see, something's wrong with him.
There is something wrong with it, but you know.